straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Oman Cricket Academy, the home of cricket here in Oman. What a wonderful day to play cricket here. A little bit of overcast, but no signs of rain. Wonderful pictures between the Al Hajar Mountains, these lush green outfields of Oman cricket. And two teams that are going to be locking horns are going to be Oman Development Team and the IAS Invincibles. One has become a super giant, the other is a giant killer. But before we further move into this game, let's head to the center where Mudassir Ali Qureshi is with the two captains.
Welcome to Oman Cricket Academy. Clear skies, lovely weather, and it's an all-important clash between Oman Development Team and IAS Invincibles. Jatender, the captain of Oman team, as well as we have got Savindu leading IAS Invincibles, and most importantly our match referee Mr. Hema. Jatin will flip the coin and Savindu will call. Tails is the call and head it is. This time the coin going in your favor. What's the plan?
Nothing. The plan is simple. We want to bowl first and just restrict them. That's it. Yeah, that's the plan.
That in first game not going in your favor, how important it is for your side to bounce back quickly, keeping in mind it's a shorter tournament?
Well, I believe the first game was not in our favor, but I feel our boys played pretty well. Only thing is the finishing touch was missing. I think we had enough chats with the boys. So boys are in a very good space. So we are looking forward to it.
Now looking at the surface, what kind of total do you think is gettable?
Well, I think the way the trend is going, it's going 150, 160 is ideal on this surface. I think we can get them under 150.
Great. And any changes in the side?
Yeah, there are two changes. We have Samay and Arya going out, and we have Siddharth and Muhammad Umar coming in.
Well done and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Savindu, your thoughts on batting first?
Yeah, exactly. So unfortunately they won the toss, but we had to agree that. So I think we're looking forward to do.
Did not had a great start to the tournament. What will be the focus coming into this game and what message you have given to the boys?
Yeah, so last game was a bit tough for us, but we are still looking forward to do our best in the next few games. So that's what we plan.
Especially talking about this game, you are up against Oman development side. So what are the areas you want to improve compared to the previous game?
Yeah, exactly. Last game our batting bit collapsed, so we thought so our batters have to get responsibilities, and if they get good runs, so it must be easy for us.
Rightly said. And how about the playing 11 in this game? Any changes?
Yeah, there's one change. Ali Imran is out. Yash is back.
Best of luck and give us a good game.
Thank you very much.
So the news from the center is that Jatender Singh, he has won the toss, and Oman development side, they have invited IS Invincibles to post a total.
Oman Development Team have won the toss. And they want to bowl first, take advantage of the situations. Now if you look at the two sides, it is IS Invincibles that is going to be keeping wickets with Abdur Rauf. You obviously have the likes of Anisur Rahman, who's going to be finishing the game off, Mehran Khan, Mohammad Imran. You have Muzahir Raza, Preet Nanda still gets an opportunity. Sadeep right at the top is so valuable. Savindu, the captain, that's going to be leading the side. Then you have the left arm spin of Shahzad Rahim, Pasindu, and Yashwardhan Singh. That is the name to watch out for. That's a new recruit that IS Invincibles have. And then when you're talking about the Oman development side, Ashish Rambhai Odera right at the top. Hasnain Ali Shah with his pace. Jatender Singh once again is going to be opening the batting with Ashish. The captain of the side is so important to the side. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi with his all-round abilities. Junaid Ahmed in the mix of things. Karan Sonavle and his all-round abilities. Mohammad Umar, that's a name you want to watch out for. Mohammad Nadim, the old war horse. Sagar Parmar, Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam and Yashas GL. That'll sum up the Oman development team. The ball is immediately in the hand of the left-arm spinner. And he's going to be up against a man who's been around for ages. And to be talking about him, let's introduce Jamil Zaidi.
Thank you, Pranav, and good afternoon to all the viewers around. It's wonderful to see this beautiful Oman Cricket Academy ground, Muscat hosting this Super League. Very, very important match between Oman development team and IAS Invincibles. And both the teams will definitely locking hands. Very first delivery, right on the spot. But umpire has no interest at all. Good start.
What a wonderful delivery. Angling into the right-hander. No chance whatsoever for Mehran Khan. Impacted straight on the pads. Once again fired it in from Sagar Parmar. It's going to be very interesting. Left arm spin versus Mehran Khan. Very respectful is Mehran Khan at the moment.
Good contest now. This is typical Mehran Khan flying out towards the extra cover.
4 dot balls in a row. You don't see that too often with Mehran Khan.
Sagar Parmar is a very, very clever bowler. Lot of wickets he has taken in the D20. And when he is in form, difficult the batters to hit. And especially in the initial stages of the game.
That is why this is such an amazing contest. Left arm spin of Sagar Parmar versus the right-handed aggression of Mehran Khan. Will get off the mark with a single, Mehran Khan.
After a couple of blistering knocks, Heva Devage has been quiet in the last couple of matches. And this is a Super League match. I hope today he will come back with the flurry he has got in his batting. Right time for him to come and get some runs.
Plays very watchfully, but still finds the gap. Lightning quick outfield of Oman Cricket will allow him to scamper for a couple of runs. 3 runs from the first over.
Hasnain Ali Shah, the player of the tournament in the D20, just concluded. About 22 wickets he has taken in this tournament. Right time for him to come back again with the Super League match against IAS Invincibles.
He's a player to watch out for, not just for the domestic circuit, but the international circuit as well. The kind of pace that he has, good swing movement. And not just the swing, but the seam, the movement from the deck. That is something that makes him very precious.
And very good speed as well. That's makes the batter difficult to play on to him.
He does have that surprise bouncer, which is started to use very effectively. Sadeep has been quiet for a while now. And a good delivery, very straight on. Nice shiny track here at the Oman cricket.
When I was coming upstairs, Mudassir was me. I saw it. Sun was brightly shining, and the wicket is shining as good as sun is shining. Absolutely batting paradise.
And Mudassir was quick to say that if you get 220 on this wicket, it's going to be below par. It's hard, tough, doesn't load.
A good ply, huh? Between the batter and the bowler. He tried to came out of the wicket, and Hossain Ali was almost halfway through to stop delivering the ball.
And we have to agree that, when on a wicket where 220 is not going to be good enough, it's a batting paradise. On a wicket like that, you need to get off to a flying start in the power play.
That requires in every format, whether the wicket is paradise or it is something for coming down the wicket. He came and paid the price. What a shot. Over to the long on boundary for 4. He was not sure where to hit it, but finally got the boundary.
What a strike from Sadeep to dance down the track to somebody with the pace of Hasnain Ali Shah and then to hit it through the line. What an incredible strike. Unbelievable stuff from Sadeep. Very courageous. Watch out for that bouncer now. Standing out of his crease. First testaments of this wicket being a 200 plus one.
The only thing that someone who is in the center must have this in his mind that we are projecting around 200 runs from expert Panna Mehta. So how much they can get out of this, that we'll see after the end of 20th over.
We've already seen the likes of Sagar Parmar bowling the first over, now Hasnain Ali Shah. Now Sagar Parmar does get a little bit of turn, which he was not able to obtain out of the wicket. Yes, the new ball, but then when you see Hasnain Ali Shah and there is no movement for him, certainly this is going to be a high-scoring encounter.
Well, I think should be, because wicket seems to be beautifully made for the batters, and how the bowlers have to extract from this wicket. The credit goes to the bowlers who will extract bounce and movement in the air and off the track. That's the idea where the bowlers have to show their class, how to exploit this batting wicket into a bowler's wicket.
Played past the wicket-keeper, one of the safest areas to play. Not really sure if Mehran Khan was in a good position to play that shot. He went into it and he's rewarded with 4 runs.
Yeah, he wanted to play it onto the gully side, but top edge of the bat through the keeper. But runs are coming finally on the board.
Every time you look at a makeshift wicket-keeper behind the stumps, you will be able to identify one with that reaction of Junaid Ahmed not staying low enough, and that is where he was not able to put in that dive at the right time. Too high was his body. Watches the ball very carefully. 11 runs from this over of Hasnain Ali. 2 overs done. 15 for the loss of no wickets is IAS Invincibles. Dancing down the track, Mehran Khan can't be kept quiet for too long. One bounce into the boundary rope. Mehran Khan is an explosive striker of the cricket ball, and he's just doing that at the Oman Cricket Academy.
This is the rightly Mehran Khan has done, coming down the wicket. Perfect placement over the long off. And timing was excellent. 4 runs to him.
And the more you move into this game, you'll realize that there's nothing for the bowlers, and that's where they need to be very sharp. Just like that, fired in. You want to stay out of the arc of the batter.
It is very difficult for the batters to hit Sagar Parmar the way Mehran has done. But that was a loose delivery, to be honest. And he rightly punched it toward the 4. His quicker one coming into the batter. Slightly pace also.
But that is what you expect from somebody like a Mehran Khan, to do the difficult job and do it effectively. Long on, stays out, long off, joins him, deep mid wicket comes in, extra protection at covers as well. Poor keeping, goes straight past him. Nervous movements for Junaid Ahmed, who is behind the stumps. Not a regular wicket keeper though.
But he kept the wicket well in the last couple of matches. But today looks to be a little sloppy.
It's easy to be a one-hit wonder, but to obtain that consistency, it's a difficult thing when you're not a regular wicket keeper. Makes room, cuts well. Sadeep Hewadewage is making a name for himself. What an incredible strike.
He's such a good striker of the ball we have seen in the last T20. And after that, today it looks to be that he comes to be in a similar form. He just came down slightly outside the leg stump, placed it beautifully through the cover boundary.
Watch out for the name, Yashwardhan Singh. Full toss cut. Straight to the fielder. Very lucky there is Sagar Parmar. 9 runs from the door of Sagar Parmar. 24 without losing a wicket at the end of 3.
Good change from the captain, Jatender Manandi, into the attack after Stanley Shaw was hit 11 runs in the first over. Down the leg side, start with a wide.
This is a very interesting ploy because one, the in-swinging ball of Jitendra Kumar Ramanandi can be very interesting. Other is the cutter. And that's where the deep square leg almost towards deep mid-wicket. There is a long on in place as well. Quick single. Mehran will get off strike. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. Back of length, and he's very calculative.
So Oman development team must show all the power in bowling and batting they have, because this is the best time for them to groom for the big tournament coming ahead. Jatender Singh need to have some runs, of course. Ethan Kumar has to get some wickets, so as all the Hassan Ali Shah. This time played beautifully through the extra cover. What a fielding! What a fielding! None other than Mohammad Nadim.
You just can't call him the old war horse because he's aging in the right direction. As fit as you can get. Mr. Wonderful, Mohammad Nadim. And mid-off certainly saves 3 runs for his side. That ball was travelling very quickly from the bat of Mehran Khan.
Everyone from this team had to be on their toes to get maximum experience out of this Super League, which has been introduced to get them coming down the wicket in the air. And Junaid did after it. And finally got the wicket, reckless one, top edge. Finally Junaid made a good catch.
What an incredible catch. Certainly under pressure. He wasn't having his right foot forward through the early part of this game, but then to hold on to a catch which was skied up in the air. Junaid Ahmed has certainly done spectacular. Sadeep Hewardewage walks back to the dugout for 11 of 9 deliveries. First wicket falls for Invincibles at 28.
So, introduction of Ramnandi got the wicket of Hewardewage, the main striker from IAS Invincibles. And in comes the captain Savindo, a very, very classy batsman, responsible as a captain. Try to stay as much as he can with a flurry of drive in him, especially through the covers. But this time it's much better time for him to come.
Starts off very watchfully. Savindu. He's an incredible player. Takes the pressure. Likes to grind under it. Likes to counter-attack. Play some good quality positive cricket, and that's where he's exceptional.
Calculative, responsible and confident. As number 3, I think should be better like him to be there at number 3. Beautifully bowled, took the top edge of the bat, straight to the slips. End of a very, very good over from Ramnandi. It is 4 overs done, 28 for 1 IAS Invincibles. change from the Oman engine. It will be Yashas GL. Also a very good bowler, medium pacer. Coming up to the batter and go for the singles. Good delivery. Coming off the wicket.
And I think that if just slow down a little bit, and that is something that IAS Invincibles won't be happy with. Because on a wicket like this, where the ball is coming very well onto the bat, you need to continue to play your shots. And a lot will be expected from somebody like Mehran Khan with the kind of experience that he has. He can make a big difference.
Surely. But again, the only thing is that you had to be patient. Wait for the ball to come and then play. Cut nicely through the cover point boundary for a beautiful shot, full of confidence.
Using the pace of Yashash GL, one of the quickest in the domestic circuit. Very highly rated. But then when you have pace on offer, there is class on offer as well from Savindu. He's not going to be playing that struggling knock. He does realize this is a wonderful wicket to bat on, and that's where runs are needed. And never look to keep it down as well. That's what made it special.
Oh, wow. What a delivery. Unexpected bounce, and finally a wicket they were looking for. That is also Savindu.
We were talking about the pace that Yashash GL produces. And this is a testament to it. Rises on to Savindu. Gets the leading edge of the closing bat. And as a result, brilliantly taken by Jitin Kumar Raman in the at backward point, diving in. Second wicket down for IAS Invincible.
Raufat Allah, another experienced batter who always tried to keep the team together with him, playing responsible knocks in the couple of matches. As in the last match also, they were really struggling, and he came and scored a very good knock of 40 plus. Today once again the similar fashion, 38 for 2.
Charge again, and once again digs the ball in short. And Rauf is very watchful to start off.
The wicket of Savindu was an awkward bounce from the wicket Yashash GL has generated. It was totally unexpected from Savindu to play that delivery, just kept the bat in front, and well taken by Jitin Kumar in the short cover. Once again, nicely bowled. Couple of seasons before, Yashash GL, one of the top wicket takers in the T20 and D10 league, but this time he was not in his true form. But today he is showing his class.
He's a little more effective with the newer ball if he can just control the things a little better, because the way he hits the deck hard, if there is a little bit of a seam that impacts on the wicket, it can get and extract a little bit of an extra bounce, and that's what can create a trouble. That's what happened to Savindu. Square drive. Just a single to third. 5 overs done, 34 for the loss of 2. Invincibles. Ramanandi to continue. Sliding down the leg. Mix up. Could have been very interesting. And it has resulted in overthrows. What a way to get a boundary. Comedy of errors. Lot of mix-up. And all's well that ends well.
Lucky runs. First it was a chance of a run out. And it was thrown to shatter the wickets. No one was backing up. And the ball crosses over to the boundary for 4 valuable runs for IAS Invincibles.
Very interesting field. Uses the pace of Jitin Kumar Ramanandi to good effect. Will get 4 more valuable runs. Rauf is in exquisite form.
Absolutely. A brilliant batter and a good keeper as well. Look at that one. How nice. He just played, opened the face of the bat, flicked it away beautifully over to the score-like boundary for 4. Lovely shot from him. He always comes and tries to deliver his best for the team for now in all the matches we have seen. And the number 4, 5, I think is ideal for him to take the team along.
And that's been a concern in the domestic circuit. A keeper batsman, Vinayak Shukla, one good one. Abdur Rauf is another asset. But apart from these two, can't really think of a big name. Hamad Mirza, yes, Hamad Mirza, you can count Hamad Mirza. But he doesn't really regularly keep for his domestic side as well. In the air, fielder underneath it, fielder holds on. I think it is Soumya. Soumya Sampat, the young lad. If I'm not making a mistake, no visuals for us. What a wonderful catch. Back of length, Abdur Rauf was looking to give air. And certainly it is Soumya Sampat at sweeper cover, holding on to that wonderful catch. 42 for the loss of 3, and all of a sudden IAS Invincibles are in some serious trouble. We'll get confirmations of the player. I think it is Yashwardhan. We have his number as number 88, but he's wearing the 35 jersey. Very watchful, looking for a quick single run out opportunity. What a movement in this game. All of a sudden, 3 wickets down. IAS Invincibles are crumbling under pressure. Really feels like Yashwardhan Singh.
In the last match, IAS Invincibles lost 2 wickets without a run on the board. But this time they have got a good start. But again in the over number 3, 4, 5, they lost the wickets.
Jamil bhai, it all comes.
Similar situation.
It all comes down to how IAS Invincibles see the Oman development side. They're called as the giant killers. Every time that they're playing against the giant killers, they're exceptional.
Well, I think we have to see them today, how they're going to play against this team of Oman Development. It's a much better team of combination of those two teams we have in the last 5-6 numbers in the last T20.
Not able to get a single at the moment. End of the power play. This is how it all panned out. It all started with the swinging bat of Sadeep. Mehran Khan was effective as well. And all of a sudden, wicket started to tumble. Sadeep went out, so did Savindu. Rauf, towards the end, was so effective, and that's where Soumya, Bhavin, Sampat at sweeper cover held on to a brilliant catch. 42 for the loss of 3 at the end of 6. And it's trouble times for IAS Invincibles, and they would want to recover in style. Confirmations, it is the Yashwardhan Singh. Let's this one go from Yashas GL.
Trying to generate pace. He has got that wicket off the window. That was a beautiful one. Came awkwardly and he doesn't know where to play. Got the bat on it, and for the brilliance taken by Jitin Kumar, the short leg, rather short cover. His debut, Yashwant Singh today. And again, we put them, we will get some good runs on the board for his team.
Back of length, and at the moment it looks like he's trying to get that first run in some fashion whatsoever. You'd like to recollect that Preet Nanda in the previous game was also in a hurry, and he departed back on a duck.
Actually, Nanda has played a very reckless shot. Just one ball he played, and after that, coming down the wicket, immediately lost the wicket. Contrary, we'll have to see how this Singh will play today.
Looks like to be a good striker of the cricket ball. He has the features required for it, tall in structure. Likes to punch the ball as well. And very much like a Mehran Khan if the helmet is on.
Typical Mehran Khan style shot. It was going down the outside. I tried to smash it. Once again, I think all depends upon Mehran Khan to take the team to a good, decent total on the board.
And I don't understand this logic of Mehran Khan to be all of a sudden in a hurry when the power play is over. Would have wanted him to be a little calculative. Yes, 14 of 18, that doesn't do justice to his talent or his caliber or his potential.
He always like that, but now, I mean, he just plays natural game, whatever the situations are. This time, I'm talking about it, how beautifully played it off the wicket, brilliantly played through the cow corner. Effortless, isn't it?
I really wanted to say that if his natural game is reckless, that's not something that he would want to do. But then with shots like that, he showcases the kind of potential that he has behind his back. Mehran Khan, just a flick of the wrist and the ball travels all the way for a maximum. He's an incredible striker of the cricket ball, but then the way in which he finds to get out, that's disappointing.
Patience, of course, is required. Sometimes when you play as a patient batter, he is good getting runs because he has a lot of power in his hands to bowl through the boundaries, sixes for maximum. But again, certain rush of blood make the things different for him.
I assure you that at the moment, this is the most patient that I've seen Mehran Khan ever in his life. 20 of 20.
One of the patient knocks so far. Otherwise, he is not like that, you know. He starts sometime when he comes to confidence, then again reckless and again try to smash. End of over number 7, 43 for 3. Mohammad Nadim brought into the attack and change in the bowling, change in the comebacks also. Mudassir to join. Welcome, Mudassir.
Thank you, Jamil Bhai. And good afternoon to all of our viewers. This will be a very good contest, keeping in mind it's kind of a must-win game for these two sides and two experienced players. Mehran Khan against Nadim. This will be a good battle. And good to see Mehran Khan applying himself. A patient knock so far.
I think should keep another 15, 16 overs. Then I'm sure the run rate will also go up. And they do have a good, decent total on the board as well. If he stays, play with the patience.
Beautifully managed on the back foot. Coming back for second, no chance. Rightly sent back by his partner. The way these two bats looks similar. Tall Singh and Mehran Khan. A new entry. Yashwinder Singh. Yashovardhan Singh, in fact.
That's the right thing. Go for the singles at least to put the scoreboard moving.
Since how long Mehran Khan is playing cricket in this region?
I remember it was, I think, 2009 when he was inducted into the team, when I was there. And after that, he was still in the team, I think, before 2023.
So it took almost 17 years for Mehran Khan to understand that, yes, we need to apply, need to spend some quality time. Thick outside edge. Lucky runs, no slip in position, a much needed boundary.
Well, rightly said, but he will never change his style. Thick edge of the bat through the third man boundary for 4. Runs are more important for IAS Invincible in this match. If they get around 150, 160, this would be a decent total. They do have a very, very good bowling lineup. Onto the back foot. And the moment I said straight away, tried to smash it once again. And was out trying to smash the ball over to the cow's corner. Well taken by the fielder. Wicket number 4 back to the dugout. Mohammad Nadim will continue. Once again, IAS Invincible in trouble. Just 55 runs on the board. 4 top order batters back to the dugout. Similar situation they have in the last match. Hope with this young Jatender Singh to show his class, how he can take the team to a total, which definitely they can try to defend.
Two players who came all the way from India, Preet Nanda and Yashovardhan Singh. Preet Nanda did not had a good start in Oman, got dismissed without troubling the scorers in the previous game, but now Nadim, he's looking good with the ball. An astute captaincy, what a change, a timely change to get Nadim into the attack, and straight away he delivers for his side with the ball. It's a good over for the bowling side. Mehran Khan back in the hut, 4 wickets down, 56 on board.
Another change. Siddharth Bukapatnam had been brought in. The pressure really on IS batters right now. Yashwandaran Singh and Nanda, both the newcomers, had to perform today.
Siddharth Bukapatnam, what a story when we talk about Siddharth Bukapatnam. Comes from Vizag, Andhra. Played Ranji in 2016 for Andhra cricket team. Then moved to Oman in 2019. A batting all-rounder, but now in Oman, he's known as a bowling all-rounder. He made his debut in 2023, playing for Oman for the first time. A top-class fielder as well.
Yes. But up to the potential he has got, Mudassir, I think he has not performed this T20 the way we like to have from him. He's a very good bowler as well and a batter. But I think both batting and bowling doesn't come good for him in this T20 league.
I think also something to do with the combination of Muscat Thunders when we talk about Oman D20, the previous edition. Even the likes of Jatender, Siddharth, Sandeep, Ashish, and Samay. These are the 5 experienced players, and we talk about the bowling, the likes of Munus Ansari, and giving opportunities to the youngsters. Still, they are finding that combination. There's so much of pressure on these experienced players to perform and win games for their side. Sometimes it's not easy, what I believe, Jamil Bhai.
Well, definitely, again, depending upon the player, how much effort he is putting in as a bowler or the batter. And I think they had to perform, to be honest with you. I mean, they had to perform to keep their name, keep their position in the team as well, whether in the national team or for the team they are playing with.
I completely agree. It's all about the name. We all know they are the champion side, Muscat Thunderers. But lately struggling as a unit. A tight over from Bukapatnam comes to an end, 9 gone. 58 for the loss of 4, 9 gone all of a sudden. Runs are hard to come. Nanda and Singh trying to stitch a partnership for IAS. Beautifully managed. Fielder station slightly towards point regions, saving runs. So left hand, right hand combination. Technically looks to be very sound. Singh and Nanda. I'm surprised to hear Pranav Mehta stating that this is a surface where teams would love to go beyond 200. It's highly impossible, I believe, keeping in mind we have seen 170, 180 the last couple of days, and with this bowling lineup, it's not easy to get 200 or 220.
Well, I think, see, this is all about the experience you're talking about. And from outside, as I was jumping up to the stairs, when I saw the wicket, I told you it looks like a bright sunny shine. Wicket is shining. That indication that it will be a batting wicket. But how many runs been scored, you can have prediction like 150, 162 to be on the conservative side.
Absolutely, 160, 170 is a good total. And also the length has been key, especially keeping in mind it's a batting surface, as rightly said by you, but credit should be given to the fast bowlers of Oman development team, hitting the right length. If you have noticed the way GL produced that wicket, hitting the deck hard and got that rise, the likes of Savindu, he was surprised.
But that was the beauty of the delivery from GS Yashas. Really, it was so awkward. He was not expecting what will come so quickly up. Hitting his head, I mean, to be honest with you, he tried to save himself and got the edge and was well taken in the short cover. Yashas GL got a lot of wicket in the last D20, if you remember, even D10 also, but this time I think it was not that much good as he was in the last edition of this D20.
He's known for his pace. And for such kind of bowler, you need to give them the freedom. Yes, they'll leak runs, but at the same time, they'll create a fear in the eyes of the batters. Especially the length was too good in the previous tournament, but unlucky was Yashas GL, gone for some runs, thick outside edge going towards the boundary line. So if you look at his stats, it doesn't favor Yashas GL, but he's such a talented bowler. This was the same when we talk about great Shoaib Akhtar. Initially, when he came into the side, he's known for generating that pace. He was a bit wayward. The economy was on a higher side, but always a wicket-taking bowler was Shoaib Akhtar. So we can expect Yashas GL to go for some runs, but in the process, he also makes sure to find a way to get wickets.
Well, I think most of the bowlers who have that much pace, a good part is that he has controlled his length and line. What I saw from the last edition and this edition, he was not given that much chance in the last D20, but today it looks to be in a similar fashion he was in the before that edition of the D20. So of course good that if we control length and line with the pace, he will definitely get the wickets.
Well, look at that run up. It's almost coming from 30-yard circle. Mohammad Nadim. Big heave in the gap. Umar the fielder. The search for the boundary continues for this pair. Half of the overs done in the first innings. Doing a repair work, Nanda and Singh, and it's time to take a short little drinks break.
What a lovely weather we have, Mudassir. During this time in every year, we have this beautiful weather in Oman, cool, some rains also there, cool weather, cool wind blowing across. Beautifully played towards the long on, and that was a beautiful, effortless hit through the long on boundary for the maximum.
Timely maximum, a much needed maximum. Calm and compose, these two batters. Number 18, Preet Nanda, getting better of Siddharth Bukapatnam. What a way to reply, Siddharth Bukapatnam. He is delighted. Nanda trying to repeat the feat. Not a proper connection, and Yashash GL makes no mistake. So the half of the side back in the hut for IAS Invincibles.
What an effortless hit. Yes, that six on the long on, and immediately once again tried to hit the same, but went into the hands of Yashash GL to the wider long on boundary. So wicket number 5. Back to the deck out for IAS Invincible.
Anisur Rahman walks in. He's a champion bowler when we talk about Siddharth Bukapatnam, Jamil bhai. 2024, let me correct it, I thought it was 2023, but 2024 he made his debut, T20 as well as ODI, wearing the national colour of Oman.
During that time, he was in so much form that I think he was being given preference over Jatender. And he performed well as well. But I think from last couple of seasons, it didn't come up with some wickets. Shot onto the back foot, played it out towards this mid-wicket boundary for single.
I think the battle was won in the previous edition of Oman T20. Jatender, he bowled exceptionally well, economical as well as he got the wickets. That might help Jatender to make it into the T20 World Cup. It's always good to see a healthy competition here in Oman, fighting for a place. The likes of Siddharth Bukapatnam, they have Samesh Srivastava, who is also trying to make a comeback. We have a very decent spin bowling lineup.
That is key, I think, as far as Sri Lanka is concerned. Mostly the wickets in Sri Lanka are spinners friendly. Down the leg side, try to play on to the onside. I think we'll have to see the umpire signal. It's a wide through the wicket keepers as well.
Rightly said, and I think there, the likes of Wasim Ali, Nadim Khan, Shakil Ahmed 3, left arm orthodox, Karan Sonavle, I believe he'll also play his part with the ball. An off-break bowler. In the air, just away from the fielder. couple of runs. Overall, they have covered each and every department quite well. Oman side will have this conversation in the next over. Another good over comes to an end for the bowling side. Muhammad Nadim will continue from Oman till end. Width offered. I like the mixture of this side, national side, youth and experienced players. Muhammad Nadim, who is almost 42, 43 years old, but doesn't look like 40 plus. The way he maintained himself.
That is itself history, Mudassir, talking about Mohammad Nadeem, Amir Kaleem and Munis Ansari. Mohammad Nadeem is an all-rounder. Yes, Amir Kaleem is an all-rounder. But a fast bowler like Munis Ansari, he is still playing with the team and getting the wickets. So that is also appreciable, isn't it?
Absolutely. The way the teams backed these senior players, and good to see still they are performing. They have that hunger to perform, to do well. It's all about the passion, and in the process Amir Kaleem and Nadeem, they maintain their fitness. They're setting a good example for the upcoming generation, for the youngsters here in Oman.
Definitely. But again, it depends. You perform and you make your way into the team. Or you keep your position in the team, consistently performing.
It doesn't matter whether you are 20, 25 or above 40. If you perform rightly said, you'll get an opportunity, and it has been the case for Nadeem and many other players. And what a comeback by Jatender Singh. He was struggling few years back to get runs.
That itself a really amazing story of Jatender Singh, how he came back and how strongly he came back. I mean, it was really miraculous, I will say. Scoring double century, centuries and centuries, centuries after centuries. It is very rare, I mean, in cricket, you see. That is amazing to him. And after becoming the captain of national team, he became more responsible and more aggressive and more run getter.
It's a rare sight to witness a batter on this surface to get a double century, which we have seen the last year in D50, the blade of Jatender Singh. And with that added responsibility on his shoulder, he has stepped up his game also. A strong leader who always makes sure to lead from the front. And that is why we have seen consistency when we talk about the winning ratio at the international level for Oman side.
Yes, because contrary, you know, when the team batters make captain, they are not performing well. It was the other way around. He was being captain and start getting runs in lots.
And also very aggressive on the field. He always look into the eyes of the opposition players, not afraid to give it back to them. So Nadeem completes his third over. change in the bowling from Oman LNG. Siddharth Bukapatnam been given rest by Jatender Singh, and Sagar Parmar makes a comeback. Bowled well in the power play. Another rising talent here in Oman, the left-arm orthodox Parmar, known for his accuracy and the ability to take the wickets. Width offered, commentators curse. I was talking about the accuracy, slight error in his length, and rightly punished by the batter. Singh gets a boundary.
Beautifully, well timed, effortless through the extra cover. Two captains, if you talk about the international circuit. I think Virat Kohli was the one who, when he was the captain, he was scoring runs heavily. Isn't it? Otherwise, when Sachin was made captain, he really lost his form in the batting, did not get runs. But contrary to Virat Kohli, each match he is going more than what he was in the last match.
Firmly struck, but one bounce straight into the hands of Captain Jatender. There are quite a few players who enjoys that extra responsibility and they love to perform. That has been the case for Jatender Singh, as well as talking about the great Virat Kohli, who got a brilliant 93 yesterday against New Zealand. And also in associate nations, the likes of Mohammad Wasim, the captain of UAE, he always loves to bat at the top of the order, always loves to get those runs. So another good over for the bowling side comes to an end. 14 gone. In fact, 13 gone. Bowling is fourth over on a trot. 84 for the loss of 5. Nothing much happening for the batting side, but the climate, the weather is changing here in Al Amirat. Muscat, known for mountains, thick clouds covering this ground, beautiful venue, and temperatures dipping down here. Lovely conditions, Jamil Bhai.
Absolutely. As good as England conditions you can talk about. Cloud hovering around the ground. Sun is behind the clouds. Good cool breeze blowing across the ground. Lush green outfield, followed by beautiful Al Mountains. Lovely sight from Oman Cricket Academy ground, Muscat, Oval 1.
Not a bad idea to have a hot cup of tea.
Oh, love to have. You order and we will get it soon.
Wide, a rare wide bowled by Nadim. Gone are the days of hospitality in the com box. Where is Pranav Mehta? Still waiting for the lunch box. This has been the story.
It's on the way,
tournament.
on the way. That's it, don't worry, it's on the way. It will reach hopefully by 6 o'clock.
As if he's ordering something from Dubai. It takes almost 5 to 6 hours. But much appreciated and thankful for the love and the hospitality, Jamil Bhai, Pranav, and to the players as well as the Oman Cricket Board for taking care of the crew who came all the way from UAE.
I just wanted to know what is the combination of hot coffee with this beautiful weather.
I think
Yes.
Jamil bhai, you would have heard of the song "Ek Garam Chai Ki Pyali Ho," and nothing better than sipping the hot tea in this chilly, cold evening. And just as we say that, this has gone straight up in the air. It will land in the vacant area of Al Amrad. But we always talk about combinations, hot and cold, chilly weather, hot tea, the perfect combination.
so much of build up for a cup of tea, but where is the tea? Still looking for that cup of tea in the com box.
No. You can't say like that. It's there on the table. Tea is there, of course. Coffee is not there. Wow, what a beautiful view. Thank you, Panna, removing those shades in front of our com box down the leg side. Wow, what a weather.
Nothing much happening for the batting side. Very economical, Nadim. 3.4 overs, 18 runs, given away a wicket to his name. After when we arrived at this venue, it was a bit hot, 27 degrees Celsius, but now all of a sudden, change in the weather, temperatures going down. Big heave, proper connection, Umar settling, and he takes a catch. A good catch by number 95, the tall Singh. He needs to depart. Nadim strikes for one more time in this game.
Once again, similar fashion. First he hit that boundary, and after that tried to heave it once again towards the Cow's corner. It was very well taken by the fielder at the Cow's corner. So wicket number 6. Back to dugout for IAS Invincibles. And the veteran Mohammad Nadim got his second wicket. So get rid of Yashuvandar and Singh. The lone fighter Anis Rahman is on the wicket. IAS Invincible need to have some runs on the board. Beautifully bowled. He saw it's coming out. And it's slightly short of the length. Beaten outside the off stump. End of 1 over from Nadim. Very well over 4 overs. He's got 2 wickets in his spell of 4 overs. Sagar Parmar once again with this young chap, Muzahir Raza, player of the match of the last T20 finals, can come up with some maximums and boundaries for his team to have a good total on the board. The batting action has been slightly different from Muzair Raza Mudassir. Now he goes back and tries to smash on both sides. Try to cut. Does not have time to play on. Beautifully bowled into the block hole by the experienced Parmar. Once again, plays and misses. Once again, beautifully bowled by Sagar Parmar. Muzahid Raza seems to be really unsettled. Not timing the ball well, not trying to play with the bat at the moment.
Final delivery of his spell, Sagar Parmar, very economical but wicketless. Another dot delivery, what an over. The struggle for Raza continues to open his account. 18 runs in his 4 overs. A tight spell from Parmar. 89 for the loss of 6, 15 gone.
Siddharth Mukapatnam will continue. Much run required from IAS Invincible batters to reach at least 140, 150. They do have a very good bowling lineup. But again, the batter has to show some responsibility to get them that total. On the back foot, flicks off his toes. Muzahid Raza, the usual side for him, going back right in front of the wicket and trying to play on to the on.
Thick outside edge, good work done by the fielder. They're struggling. They had a very good D20 where they lifted the trophy for the first time, IAS Invincibles, but just not able to continue that good form in this tournament with the bat. The top order got runs but not able to get big score, not able to convert that good starts into a big score. That has been the problem in this tournament for IAS.
This is the second time the main batters crumbled. Once again, brilliant fielded by the fielder at short third man. And I think he hurt himself. It's all okay now. Singles are coming with us here, but some maximum is required. Still not reached the 3-figure mark yet.
A quality bowling, and good to see they made a strong comeback in this game. Oman development team on the back foot generated some power and quick hands. We're talking about boundaries and maximum, much needed maximum from young Raza. And 100 comes up for IAS Invincibles.
Brilliant play down to the back foot, deep into the wicket he went, and then smashed it forcefully from the middle of the bat towards the out corner for the maximum. 16 overdone. I think it is Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. I like this boy, Anis Rahman rather. He's always coming and giving the team the strength in the middle order to keep the runs going on. Just taking singles and doubles, playing second fiddle. And when he got times, he also hit boundaries. After that last ball 6 in the T20 is really coming down at the number 5, number 6 position. Beautifully played. Over to the once again Cow's corner by Muzahir Raza. Such a talent he has got in Oman, this young chap. Player of the match in the last T20 final. And once again showing its class. We are talking about the maximum and he's trying to give us what we want from him.
The right time getting those runs. Raza not afraid to take on someone like Hasnain Ali Shah. In fact, Jiten Kumar Ramanandi, the bowler, can we see a cutter from Ramanandi? If he can bowl it away towards that offside, he might create an opportunity. Coming into the radar, he goes straight. Some work for the fielder. And no stopping. Beautiful placement and well timed by Raza.
Beautiful time between long on and long off with fierce force behind it. Got the boundary. So welcome over for IS Invincible. A maximum in this over of Ramnandi and a boundary in the second delivery. So Muzahir Raza is really looking dangerous at the moment. This time Anisur Rahman, who tried to play it onto the mid wicket. Brilliant running between the wicket by these two. 2 more runs. A very, very expensive over from Ramanandi. Very, very crucial over for IAS Invincible. All credit to this young Muzahir Raza, who smashed in the last over maximum in a 6 and couple of singles. And Yashash GL once again brought into the deck at the right time.
Ooh, 114 with that single, 115, 17.1, providing some impetus. It's Raza. Rise of Raza we have witnessed in the previous tournament, Oman D20. What a knock he played, Jamil Bhai, in that final.
Absolute thrilling one. Match winning one rather. Once again, try to heave it outside the off stump. Ball moved away from Muzahir Raza.
It's a short tournament, and at this stage, both the teams, they cannot afford to lose a game. They've already lost their first encounter of this tournament, both the sides. And desperately, they'll be looking to win this encounter.
And then surely try to do that to enhance their confidence for the next match. It's a very, very important tournament has been placed by Oman Cricket to give maximum batting, bowling, fielding practice to those who have been part of the national team.
Also good opportunity for other players who did not made into that squad of T20 World Cup, just to be in touch, be in good form. The players who struggled in Oman D20 tournament, they can perform, they can showcase their talent. Another wild swing, excellent piece of bowling, impressive stuff, pitching at the right channel. The length has been key so far by Yashash GL.
I'm surprised to see Muzahir Raza in the last couple of overs. He is coming toward the off stump and trying to play. This time he is not standing and trying to play the ball outside the off stump. That's the reason why 2 balls have been bowled without a run being scored of that. Playing and missing. Fishing game is on. GS bowling superbly, moving the ball in the air and off the wicket as well.
Very, very impressive. Yashash GL hitting the right length and right channel. That has been the key for GL. 14 runs into his 3rd over. Got the big wicket of Savindu early in this innings with that sharp bouncer, a well-directed bouncer which came into Savindu, and he had no chance to move away. In the process, lost his wicket. Another swing and a miss. The story continues. It's the same length and no change in the approach. His partner needs to talk to him. You're just wasting the deliveries. This is the most important over. The right time bowling those dot deliveries is Yashash GL.
Well, I suggest that 4 deliveries he bowled outside the off stump, moving from the batter. Possibly the last delivery she tried to bowl in the block hole. And if the ball really falls in the area I'm talking about, he might get the wicket of Muzahir Raza because he is moving towards outside the off stump. And we have not seen any yorker from him, Mudassir.
Tried and tried, still it's Yashash GL who is having an upper hand in this over. He's not looking for those yorkers. The target is to bowl as many as dot deliveries in this over, not to leak runs. And so far, he has been successful in doing that.
Well, that is a variety of the fast bowlers. A Yorker, one block hole. I'm still expecting him to bowl one into Mozai Raza's stumps. Look at that one. What a catch. What a spectacular catch right on the boundary line. One of the best catches we have seen today. Mozai Raza smashed it over to the extra cover boundary, and it was just taken inches of the boundary line by the fielder.
And you know who it is? It is young Soumya Sampath, the substitute fielder. What an excellent catch, all eyes wide open. A brilliant catch, rightly applauded by his teammates, so by his captain. Raza departs. So the battle won by Yashash GL.
The second catch of the day is taken by this youngster, Soumya Sampath. This was one of the best we have had. This wicket number 7 back to the dugout. Finally, we have seen a great catch by this youngster, Soumya Sampath. Absolutely stunner. Right on the extra cover boundary to get rid of Mozahir Raza.
This is how you instill the confidence in the youngsters. He was given a lot of chances in the previous edition of Oman D20 where he justified his place, Soumya Sampath. And today not in the playing 11 but still playing his part as a substitute fielder. This is how you contribute towards your team. The best part, this young lad, he enjoys his fielding, lightning in the field, not only in the 30-yard circle but also patrolling that boundary region.
This was the best lot of the 2 catches he has taken today. This was the second catch he has taken today, one of to get rid of Abdul Rauf, that is 2 to the cover point boundary, and this was more difficult and which he made it so easy.
And that too in the windy conditions. It went miles up in the air. Wide extras. They need to work on extras. Yes, they made sure to take those wickets. But in the process, they gave away too many extras in the shape of wides. 2 wickets for Ramanandi into his final over, 118 on board. Can they go beyond 130, 135? Shahzad Rahim, who scored those winning runs in that final of Oman D20 against Titans. Thick outside edge. Soumya runs in. Lightning quick Soumya, what a throw. But lightning quick is Shahzad Rahim. Valuable runs added to the total.
What a brilliant fielder he is, Soumya Sampath. Really, I really admire his efforts and his commitment to the game. The 2 catches he has taken today are absolutely fantastic. A real talent is in. This time smashed it toward the short square leg boundary. And they go for 1 and they're going for the single. Could be difficult, but they manage it. Good running between the wickets.
Throughout the D20, we have seen the way they came back, especially in the last few overs. Out of nowhere, they get 230, 135, and the bowlers, they made sure to defend such kind of totals here at the same venue for IAS Invincibles. Another wide. Good decision by Hema. Coming around the wicket, trying to keep it away. An extra run added to the total.
Quite unusual. Left arm bowler coming round the wicket and getting a wide. Being a left arm fast bowler. But again, he's trying to save runs for his team.
One more time, change in angle. 123 at one stage. They were struggling to go beyond 110 or 123. Cutter, wild swing. Just not reaching the ball. A well disguised, cunning, slower delivery by Ramanandi.
This penultimate over, really, both these batters have to look for the runs, at least 140, 145. Couple of ages will help them to get some runs. Look at the sound of the bat. It was over to the mid-wicket boundary for the maximum. We're talking about Shehzad. He picked up beautifully. You can hear the sound of the bat, and it is over to the mid-wicket.
What a shot. A big over in progress. They were looking for such kind of over, and Shehzad Rahim arrives for IAS Invincibles at the right time. Very strong play toward that leg side. Tall left-hand batter. He loves to go towards leg side. Slight error. Back off length and rightly punished by Shehzad.
This time onto the offside. Tried to dig it out, but straight to the fielder. A very good over for IAS Invincibles. 19's done.
The final over. GL from tail end. Rahim on strike. Oh, there's a fear not to come into the radar of Shehzad Rahim, and started this over with a wide. 131 with that wide. Still 6 legal deliveries. They have that power in their bowling unit. If somehow if they can go beyond 140, they might put that extra pressure on the batters of Oman development team in the second innings.
Definitely. They are a fighting team, and I always call them a giant killers. That was nasty ball outside the off stump. I think he is trying to move the ball away from the left-hander.
To me, it's an art as a fast bowler with the new ball. You need to know exactly where you need to pitch and what kind of strategy you need to have. But in death over, you need to be specialist. And good to see Yashash GL, the way he is bowling, especially the last over, not trying to bowl those bouncers, keeping it away from the batters. The length has been key for this fast bowler.
Well, I'm still wondering about the last over Mudassir talking about. He bowled all 4 similar deliveries. But as a fast bowler, I was talking, he should have at least tried a Yorker. Could have been get the wicket. Finally got that wicket of Madai Raza. That was a beautifully. Look at the pace. Absolutely fierce one.
So much pace, and the way he is bowling, this is a kind of bowling we witness in MRI hard tennis ball, which the Indian players play back home, also in this region. In that they use those cutters, but length always key when we talk about hard tennis. So looks to be an hard tennis player in his early days, Yashash GL, the way he is bowling. Excellent. Dot after dot by GL.
I'm still waiting for him to bowl a Yorker in the block hole of Nadim. He's keeping me waiting to bowl that delivery.
But why do you want him to bowl Yorker? Because see, at this stage, it's all about dot deliveries.
The Yorker will definitely give him a wicket as well. I'm sure he will not get any runs on that unless it will be a full toss.
I think for that he needs to change his angle. If he can change his angle and come into Shahzad Rahim, that might be a good opportunity. Coming into Shahzad Rahim, no feet movement, just trying to go big, reducing his pace. GL has been excellent in this game. Got an opportunity, bowled with the new ball. Very clinical performance by this young lad.
Brilliant bowling. We have seen him after a long, long time. He was one of the main strikers in the last T20 season.
A change in the field. Long off came up. 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Loud appeal. And are they going to come back for second? No, says Shahzad Rahim. He wants to face that final delivery. And it's a bye given by Gopakumar. The keeper was convinced. He thought there was an outside edge, but no, says Gopakumar. But what an over. Just 3 runs so far in 5 legal deliveries. He started this over with a wide, then 3 back-to-back dot deliveries, then a run from the shape of leg bye. Now a bye. A boundary-less over so far.
This was when we tried to bowl in the block hole, Madhusir. Possibly the last delivery. What an over. Absolutely brilliant 2 overs in the last 18 and 20 bowled by GSS Yashal. 20 overs done.
They managed 133 for the loss of 7. The last over has been brilliant by the fast bowler Yashash GL. 4 overs, 15 runs, 2 wickets to his name. So the fast bowlers did a pretty good job on this surface, keeping things tight and backing the decision of their captain. IAS Invincibles, somehow they managed to get to 133. That late impetus from Muzahir Raza, and just one maximum from the blade of Shahzad Rahim, taking them to 133. A modest total, but under these conditions, IAS Invincibles, they'll be looking up to their fast bowler, someone like Mehran Khan. He will play an important role in these conditions for his side. So Oman development team, when they come out to bat, they require 134 in their allotted 20 overs.
What a wonderful evening. This is unbelievable scenes here at the Oman Cricket Academy. IAS Invincibles going up against. And if you look at that batting effort, certainly 25 from Mehran, but then nobody else able to make it big. Lot of starts. Yashwardhan getting 15, Preet Nanda getting 10, Anis got 13, Muzahir 19, but not able. And that's where they were restricted to 133 for the loss of 7. But then when you're talking about the bowling, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, a couple of wickets for him. Yashas GL, a couple of wickets for him. Nadim getting a couple of wickets. And 1 wicket for Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam. I think this is a game in favor of Oman development team that have lost their first game. And they have an opportunity to make a strong comeback, win this game convincingly. And for that to happen, the 2 maestros are in the middle. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi and Ashish Odedra. They haven't really worked well together, and that is where they want to correct the proceedings. Believe it is Ashish Odedra who's going to be at the non-striker's end. Lights have been on. Wonderful venue, the Oman Cricket Academy. Because they're going to be investing in that solid pace of Imran, aka Junior Shoaib Akhtar. And he's looking to come into the attack from the Oman LNG end. If they want to keep Oman development team away from 133, they'll have to pick up a few wickets early, maybe 3, maybe 4 wickets in the power play. And most importantly, this wicket of the man who has number 10 behind his back, Jatender Singh. A good spread out field. 4 fielders inside the circle on the offside. There's also a slip to add to that. Shot fine. Mid on. 2 fielders in the deep. Third and deep square leg. Ready to go. Play has been called. Mohammad Imran charging in. What a gem of a delivery. Big appeal. Not out says the umpire. Probably that ball was doing way too much. That's what I feel from here. Or maybe the impact was just outside the off stump. What a moment in this game. All of a sudden, to start off the proceedings, Mohammad Imran bowls a gem of a delivery that was too close for comfort. What an incredible start for IAS Invincibles. They are the giant killers. On most days, you would see 130 odd on the board and you would say that the side is going to chase this down comfortably. Not against IAS Invincibles. They're very unpredictable. A combination of Muscat Thunderers and Royal Oman Stallions is what makes Oman development team. Lovely, lovely drive. Dancing down the track, that's what made it even more special. Glorious to the eyes. Jatender Singh is a classical player. A lot of protection on the offside, does not matter. Still finds a way to pierce the gap. Gets a boundary to get the proceedings on the way. And this is where the problem has been with Mohammad Imran. Doesn't stick to the good length area. Way too full, and that's where he's been punished. Somebody needs to show him the difference between the first delivery and the second delivery. Between premium and mediocrity. Now, short of length. Just needs to be around the good length area. That's where he needs to be, and that's where he's missing from after that first delivery. When you talk about those legends, Glenn McGrath, Sean Pollock, they all made a name for themselves from the good length area, and that's what Mohammad Imran needs to do. Ashish Rambai Odedra hasn't had a lot of opportunities of lately. Finds a way to get out on most occasions from the non-striker's end. Wants to make an impact. Sliding down the leg. Did rush on to the batter. Probably scraped or didn't. Indicated as wide. Very late call coming from, I think it is Empire Mahendra. And alongside him is Koopa Kumar. And joining me in the com box, Jamil Zaidi. Jamil bhai, a very good evening. A very cloudy good evening.
Cloudy, cool, and nice good evening to everyone who is viewing this beautiful Oman Cricket Academy ground Oval 1 and watching this Super League match number 5 between the giant killers IAS Invincibles and of course the Oman development team comprises of 2 teams who were in the last 5-6 position in the T20 league.
Once again, a little bit of a mix-up between Ashish and Jatender. Generally very good between the wickets, but of lately there has been a little bit of unsettlement.
Contrary to the last matches we have seen from IAS Invincible, they are starting with the spinners Nadim, Shehzad, and at one end Ali Imran. But today they have started with their spearhead attacker Mohammad Imran.
Shot and pulled. One bounce into the ropes. The pace of Imran does the trick. Might not have got the middle of the bat, Ashish Odedra, but just good enough to get a boundary.
Well timed, just quickly moves on to the feet, goes toward the offside, the right way to play the bouncers, and plays it over to the square leg.
This has been the problem with Mohammad Imran, very wayward. Of lately, he was very disciplined a while ago, and now you can see him going too full, trying to go short. He needs to understand on a wicket like this, if you can just stay around the good length area with the new ball, that might just do the trick.
This time on to the offside, slightly lifting delivery. That's an all years experience with him, of course, come up. End of over number 1. 10 for no wicket.
Shehzad will have the new ball in hand from the Oman tail end. 10 runs from the first over of Mohammad Imran. Really want to say that he's done well, but so difficult to say it. Arm ball to start off with, quick single. Will get it. Every time there's a quick single, Ashish Rambai Odedra will have his heart in his mouth. He's been run out on a few occasions of lately. Front foot defense to rotate the strike. That's his job. Ashish Jatender, he does understand. They play a lot of domestic cricket together right at the top. Batting for Muscat Thunderers, and now when they are representing the Oman development team, they understand each other very well. They do realize that Jatender Singh does a lot of risk taking. What do you think, Mudiba?
Understanding like you and me.
Certainly like you and me.
Vast of experience when we talk about Jatender and Odedra, and they played a lot together, opening batting for their domestic side, Muscat Thunderers. And both these players, Jatender, captain for Oman in the upcoming T20 World Cup, and Odedra also made into that squad of 15. Shahzad Rahim searching for a wicket here. It's a tight over, a good over in progress by Rahim.
But then, Mudiba, it is so often the case that the captain's convenience gives a big advantage, isn't it? When you have the confidence of your domestic captain, and if that captain is at the international circuit, you'll always believe in your capabilities.
Absolutely, Pranav, and that too, the way he led the side in difficult phase for the national side, he took up that responsibility. Not only he was struggling for runs, a change in role, and we have seen it doing wonders for Jatender Singh, riding high on confidence. So Shahzad Rahim completes his over. 2 overs gone, 15 for no loss.
Imran continues from the Oman LNG end. Plays it to third. Back of length. Mudiba, tell me something about Imran. You have seen him over the years, and would I be wrong in saying that he's been mediocre in this season, especially because of not being consistently at the good length area?
I think top of that low in confidence, I would like to say, because he lost his spot, his place in the national side. So sometimes as a player you need to refocus, you need to rethink. And he was rested in that final of Oman D20. It was a big decision taken by the management, keeping in mind he was not justifying his place, but he's a champion bowler, he's a fighter. Someone needs to talk to this boy. It's not the end of your journey. You need to keep working hard, keep performing, and you can force your way back in the national setup.
I'm just going to be asking you one difficult question. Is cricket a team game or a game of individuals?
a team game where the individuals they need to perform. 11 players. Looking to win games. But sometimes it's not about individual. You need to come as one unit. And that is where IAS Invincibles, they did something special in that Oman D20. Loud appeal going down the leg. Some serious pace generated by Imran.
I'll tell you what they did right. They took difficult questions and they answered those difficult questions. First, starting with dropping their wicketkeeper, who was not scoring runs. Breathing fire at the moment, probably a little bit of inside edge from the bat of Jatender as well. And then to drop Mohammad Imran. What they did is they gave preference to the team over individuals. And that's where they got the results in their favor. If you fit in the team environment, great. But then the most important part, which I want the current generation to understand. Looking for a big shot, this is going to be fairly interesting. The finger goes up. Mohammad Imran is pumped at the moment. He's animated. Why wouldn't he be? Ashish Jatender is going to be walking back to the dugout, and it's the first victim of Mohammad Imran.
This is what we expect from Imran. This is what he is known for. Ball just keeping a bit low. An easy decision for Mahendra. And shows the finger and shows the way back to the hut to Ashish Jatender. First casualty. It's 18 for the loss of 1.
In comes Karan Sonavle, the big match player of the Oman development team with a lot of expectations behind his back. He plays a very crucial role, especially at the position at which he enters the ground. And that's where the expectations are going to be really high, isn't it?
One of the most difficult position to bat. We have seen a different kind of approach adapted by Karan Sonavle in the last few tournaments. Now he loves to attack. We'll have this conversation in the next over. A successful over from Imran. 3 gone, 18 for the loss of 1.
Shahzad continues. Back of length, inside edge. Will be a dot ball. Shahzad is a thinking bowler. Does realize that Jatender likes to play off the front foot. That's where he's pushing him on the back foot.
The clever bowler, especially in the power play. 9 of 10. Got a brilliant 50 in the first game in the losing cause, Jatender Singh. Oman cricket is all about comeback stories.
Yeah, one of those favorite ones is that of Amir Kaleem. The comeback kid, he's been titled that in the online circuit. Yesterday was a holiday and I just got an opportunity to scrape through what is being spoken about online, and the kind of fan following that I saw for Amir Kaleem was exceptional. Probably around 500, 600 people were writing about Amir Kaleem and the way he's playing, the way he's going about things at that age. He's a motivation to so many players, not just in the domestic circuit but at the international level as well.
Makes room and he misses the line. Did he came out of his crease? No. A beautifully bowled, slow in the air, following the batter Shahzad Rahim. Frustration building up.
Lovely delivery. Yes, it was the arm ball. Oh, fairly close. But Jatender very much in control. Not just of the situation, but about his balance as well. Nudged around once again for a single. One of those comeback stories is about Jatender Singh as well.
A blockbuster re-entry for Jatender Singh, and got that name. Singh is king. Jatender Singh, and the ring belongs to the king.
And that was given to him by one of those popular international commentator who's very much viral on the internet because of Sir Ian Bishop. We'll talk more about that. 4 overs done, 21 for the loss of 1. Mohammad Imran continues to be in the attack. 12 runs and a wicket in his 2 overs, dancing down the wicket. Jatender Singh wants to dominate the situation, and so does Imran want to.
Now he's enjoying his bowling. This was clearly we missed in the previous edition of Oman D20 from Mohammad Imran. And that too beating Jatender Singh consistently in this spell. Very impressive is Mohammad Imran.
The way Jatender Singh has come back into the circuit, that has been special one. Flicked on the legs, and a decent feeling will keep it down to a couple of runs. Do you know about that story?
Would love to hear that story from you, Pranav, because I just came to know about his struggle and how he came back, but nothing much apart from that.
Jatender Singh, I'll just take you a little behind so that you understand my connection with Jatender Singh. Jatender Singh was a part of my school, and he was my junior. His elder brother was my benchmate, not my classmate, but my benchmate. Very good friends, Amandeep Singh. And he has a younger brother as well, Jaspreet Singh. The trio grinded in the domestic circuit. They would play every Friday in the summers when the season is off. They would go. They started as just supporting in the field, just being fielders. With time, they got their opportunities. They learned. They practiced hard. And now you see Jatender Singh as what Jatender Singh is. But that's not about it. Probably 3 years ago, Jatender Singh was struggling with injuries, career-threatening injuries. And that is where lack of form, everything was striking him together. And that's where he was looking to retire, end his career. He spoke to so many people. Everybody said, just listen to your heart, do whatever it takes. If you feel that that's the right decision, go for it. And then he went and spoke to his final lifeline, his wife. And his wife said, I understand things are difficult. Just give it one more year. Not for yourself, but for me. Goosebumps already for me. Listening, just narrating it. Imagine reliving that story of Jatender Singh. And in that 1 year, from being out of the national side, he re-entered the national side as a captain. He took difficult decisions. He opted for non-batting friendly wickets, bowling wickets, in a must-win CWC. Oman won that series. I think it was against USA and Namibia, if I'm not making a mistake, 4-0. That's the first time it ever happened in Oman. Generally, if you have a batter as a captain, he will propose good batting wickets. If you have a bowler as a captain, he'll say, I want bowler-friendly wickets. But to be a captain and to choose the tougher option, say, I'm a batter, I will do the run scoring, give me bowling wickets, support my bowlers, we will score those runs. That's what champions are made up of.
Oh, beautifully said, Pranav. And what a story. The story of love, bond, belief for Jatender and his family. For his partner, he made sure to make a strong comeback and backing the belief of his wife. Jatender now a superstar, a rising star, a rescue ranger for Oman cricket. We'll have this conversation the next over, but Imran as of now he's dominating. He's not giving an inch to the batters to go after him. Some movement. 5 gone, 25 for the loss of 1.
Shahzad continues from the Oman tail end. Cut well, finds a gap. Jatender Singh, just as we were talking about him, showcasing his potential, his talent, what cricket means to him. Gets on to 18 of 18.
He tried a couple of times in the previous over. The only difference this time, he waited for the ball to come onto his blade. Beautifully managed towards that offside. No chance. No stopping. 4 runs. A good start to the over. This is the final over of the power play.
Gets out the sweep. What an incredible strike. First it was the cut, but this one was even more special because he went down on one knee and used the aerial route to get a maximum for himself. Jatender means business now.
Jatender getting runs quickly now. This has been the trend the last couple of weeks. Slowly, quickly. Good to see Jatender getting a boundary now. Goes toward that leg side. A maximum.
What a story that has been about Jatender Singh. Every time that he's talking to his son, he won't speak about those 16, 17 years that he would have grinded. He'll talk about that 1 year. That 1 year which changed things for him. He was great, but that 1 year converted him into a legend. And what was his comeback? I just want to talk about his comeback. Out of the side, all of a sudden this man comes back, gets a 200, gets series of 700s in a row. 700s. What an incredible shot right on top of the Oman Cricket Academy. Just to state that this ground, this venue, the Oman Cricket Academy belongs to the captain of the national side. Oman rides on Jatender Singh.
Oh, what a shot. Chuck de, says Jatender Singh. Not only an associate, but we talk about globally. He's one player who executes this reverse shot so well. What a shot. Beautifully managed.
And now brings in the drive. He's looking for the second. Won't get it though. 700s in a row. It's a record in the domestic circuit. I haven't heard of anybody doing something similar.
2024, he started with 150, then double 100, then another 100. He dominated the D50 tournament.
And it was so simple for him. I got a chance to talk to him, and he said that I don't try to do anything. I'm just looking to take singles. And if the process of picking up singles is getting hundreds, oh boy, you should just keep taking singles. End of the power play. 42 for the loss of 1. The ODT. It all started with Jatender Singh and Ashish Odedra right at the top. Imran was breathing fire, but Imran was being dispatched, and that's where he produced a gem of a delivery to get the back of Ashish Odedra. All of a sudden, he was bowling a brilliant spell. But then came the class of Jatender Singh out of the hat, and all of a sudden, that 17-run over of Shahzad meant that 42 on the board at the end of the power play with the loss of Ashish Rambhai Odedra. Watch out, IAS Invincibles. Jatender Singh means business here.
And ask him about what change you made in your batting technique or style, because you look completely different batter. He said nothing much. The only thing which worked in my favor was that belief. Someone was supporting me. It was not about himself, but when he made a comeback, it was all about his family. Karan Sonavle, the first boundary for Sonavle, rock solid on the back foot. Now looking good, this pair.
Rocking on the back foot. Not a lot of elevation that was required. One bounce into the ropes. Karan Sonavle is a handy striker of the cricket ball. There's another thing that he told me, that every time prior to that he couldn't get runs, he would worry. But now when he came back, he was in the middle for his wife, because she was the only one who believed in him. And that is where even when he was struggling, he would just think that, let me play a few more deliveries for my wife who could see me from the home. And in the process, those nerves would calm down. Things become very easy when you're doing things for somebody else. Dedications means a lot, isn't it?
That few minutes conversation with his wife did a wonder for Jatender Singh. Getting runs in this tournament is all important. Goes for reverse, but not able to beat the fielder. A rare occasion where he was not able to find a boundary.
You need to be much fuller when you're bowling to Jatender Singh, because he loves to play that reverse sweep, probably the switch hit as well. You can already see the third coming from outside the circle. Making room. Poor fielding allows them to scamper for a single. 7 overs done. They're dealing in sevens. 49 for the loss of 1. 33 of 26 with that high back lift of Jatender Singh dancing down the wicket. Way too full on the stumps, and that's where Jatender is happy to rotate the strike. Muzahir Raza through the gate of Karan Sonavle. It was the in-swinger from Muzahir Raza, and Karan Sonavle misses the ball. All ends up. What an incredible delivery from Muzahir Raza.
He's charging up from the last match he played, the T20 final. He played a good knock, and now that was a beauty. In-swinging delivery through the gates of Karan Sonavle. Look at that one. Just no chance for him to come up. Ratta stumps. Timber had been disturbed. Wicket number 2 for the Oman development team. After last couple of matches, finally we have seen the real Jatender Singh batting in his usual aggressive style. Today, he was not among the runs in the last T20. And today is showing his class that we are talking too much about his career, how he came back into the team. And from then, he never looked back. And today is showing the class he has got. Some beautiful, look at that delivery. It's come into the batter. Kept a bit low as well.
$50 for the loss of 2. Oman development team. They need more wickets. Junaid Ahmed in the middle. Beating the outside edge of Junaid Ahmed, Muzahir Raza. There's something for the fast bowlers this evening. They're all hyped up.
Because I think weather is really helping them. It's over cloudy and some wind is blowing across the ground as well. Cool conditions. And Muzahir Raza is really perfectly using, like Mohammad Imran has done from the other end. He's doing the thing from the Oman tail end. Got that lovely wicket of Karan Sonavle. It is all bowlers who, if they use their brain and hand, and then they take the conditions and bowl accordingly, definitely they will come up with some good wickets.
Some catching options for Muzahir Raza. There is a slip. This is good captaincy. And that's where he slides down the leg, allowing Junaid Ahmed to get off the mark with a single. Just a couple of runs and a wicket in this over of Muzahir Raza. They need to find a way to pick up this wicket. Jatender Singh, he's the difference between win and loss for IAS Invincibles. Yeah, because the target is not big, and that's where IAS Invincibles will have to pick up wickets consistently to make a game out of this.
Down the leg side, try to play it onto the fine leg. End of over number 9. It is 52 for 2. Oman development team. Rather, over number 8.
Pasindu. Call it the reverse sweep, call it the switch hit. It yields boundaries for Jatender Singh, and that's why he executes them to perfection.
The best batter in the associate countries to play that reverse sweep so perfectly that every reverse sweep got boundaries. This is the class of Jatender.
A little bit of a pressure on Jatender Singh. All of a sudden the sword comes out. And it's a double-edged sword. And both the sides of that sword cuts the opponent into half. Pasindu Madhwa. Much fuller. Crafted on the leg side for a single. Very technically correct is Jatender Singh, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think right time for him to get some runs now, to be honest with you. He was not among the runs in the last D20 match, leading his team, Muscat Thunderers. But now the situation is totally different. They're heading for a biggest tournament in the world. So he has to acclimatize himself, get runs for himself to get confident in the big match.
And the thing is that he plays that high risk, high reward, because when he's playing for his domestic side in the Oman D20, that is the Muscat Thunderers, that time there are not a lot of bowling options that he has. Almost every game is a high scoring one, and then not a lot of support. But now when he walks into the ODT, catching opportunity taken. Pasindu has a habit of picking up wickets. Junaid Ahmed is going to be his victim on this occasion. 3rd wicket down for the ODT.
Once again, poor selection coming down the wicket, but not properly hit straight to the waiting hands of the long on for the wicket number 3 for the IAS Invincible. And Pasindu immediately got the reward of that wicket. 57 for 3.
Mohammad Umar, first visuals of him. I believe he's coming from the intermediate circuit. If I'm not making a mistake, I saw him playing for one of those sides. Very highly rated. Comes in at number 5 for the Oman development team.
A young one is talking about, you've not seen him before. But I think you have been inducted in this team. Definitely, you must have some good experience behind him to play the national team players along with him, like Jatender, Nadim, Jitan Kumar, and others. So let us see how he's going to do today. The first match for Oman development team.
He plays for SFT in the intermediate circuit, and we'll talk more about it in the next over. 9 overs done, 58 for the loss of 3.
Muzair Raza will continue for a brilliant first over. Got rid of Karan Sunavle, just given away 3 runs in the first over. Tuck and run. Good running between the wickets, but overthrow and nicely run for 2. How quickly Jatender is always ready, scramping for the runs. It was 1 converted into 2 with some overthrow. Look at that one. Tap and run. And some overthrows, no more backing out. And Jatender quickly came back. And they managed for 2 runs.
Now I got an opportunity to pull out Mohammad Umar's performances in the last 3 games. On Jan 10, he played a game against Pi 11 where he scored 48 of 42 deliveries, 7 boundaries and a maximum in the air. A few bounces to the fielder at sweeper. On Jan 8, he played a game against Bin Ali where that was one difficult game for him. 15 of 32 deliveries. On December 19, he scored 77 of 70 deliveries. So if you count that 48 as almost a 50, so 2 50s in his last 3 innings that he's played. And on both occasions where he was looking good, his strike rate in excess of 100. Those are the 40 over formats.
Scooty has been inducted, giving him the experience of playing with the top teams of the country. Good opportunity for him to showcase his own ability, how much good he is as a batter. As you mentioned, 2 almost half centuries scored in the last tournament he has played.
And what has been said that he's a hard hitter of the cricket ball and this shorter format is what suits him more.
Let us see how he come up with the game against IAS, even though he doesn't have much pressure on him. It is almost halfway through to the target. But again, he has to show some patience. Help his captain, Jatender Singh, who's leading the team from the front with a brilliant knock of 41 of 32 deliveries. Still playing superbly. Tucked away. For the single.
Great visuals here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Lovely evening in the month of January. Scattered clouds, bright shiny lights, and a great game of cricket. That's all that you need in the month of January. Dancing down the wicket, very full and respected from Jatender Singh.
End of over number 10, it's halfway through. Drinks break. So halfway done, 64 for 3, Oman development. Jatender Singh is still there. Batting with authority, 42 of just 33 balls. Karan Sunavle out for 6 and Ashish Udedra 7. Junaid Evan for 1. Muhammad Umar, a newcomer, on 5 of 5. Pasindu got a wicket. 2 overs. Economical, 13 for 1.
Lovely drive just for a dot ball. Inching close to his landmark is Jatender Singh at the moment. 64 is already achieved. 63 is what they need. Reverse sweep. Over the top. A few bounces into the boundary. It's bread and butter for Jatender Singh when he switches around.
Rare feat for him. Whenever he is playing reverse sweep, it is going for the boundary. Look at the confidence. Just picked up beautifully off the toes towards the cover point boundary.
What else is in store for the Oman development team? We do have Mohammad Nadim who walks in next. And then Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. They have the likes of Hasnain Ali Shah and Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam as well. So good depth in the batting department for the ODT. But what matters is how much damage can these two do.
Well, I think as long as Jatender is there, things will be looking good for Oman development team. But somebody has to be with him to give him the second fiddle. Like Kumar is doing, taking the singles and giving cue to Jatinder Singh rather.
Lovely drive to long on for a single. That's what he needs to do. Umar doesn't need to take things in his own hands. He just needs to respect and anchor the support to Jatender Singh.
That's what I was saying, that he should do that one. So things will be more easy for this team to win the first win of this Super League. Coming down the wicket, but that is the quality. There is right time he just changed his mood, just tapped the ball towards the cover.
Very aggressive. Jatender Singh, he is in a hurry to get to that 50. 47 of 37 at the moment. It's got high up in the air. Fielder will be begging away from it. A couple of runs for Jatender Singh, who's rushing back for a second. He will get to 49. 11 overs done, 72 for the loss of 3.
What a typical shot it was, top edge of the bat. But it's very difficult away from the bat. 2 runs come, 49 for him now. 11 done, 72 for 3.
This is how things have panned out so far. 133 for the loss of 7 Invincibles, and all of a sudden 72 for the loss of 3. Another 62 required in 9 overs. Pretty much in control for the ODT. As far as Jatender is in the middle. Muzahir Raza comes into the attack from the Oman tail end. They need a wicket. Out of the arc of Umar. And not able to make an impact. It's just going to be a dot ball.
Umar nothing to do. Just tap and run. Give chance Jatender Singh to play more deliveries.
Looking for a big shot. Nowhere around the middle. Very fortunate to have bat onto it as well. If Umar loses his wicket, that would be the last thing that he should have done, because he doesn't need to rush. The required 100 below 7 is very much in control, and they're getting that very comfortably.
When somebody like Jatender Singh is on the wicket, what you have to do, only give him a strike as much as you can. And I think Umar doing the right thing. Coming down the wicket once again, open the face of the bat, through the cover point boundary. And just saved 2 runs. Good effort.
What a moment. Will celebrate his 50. He will get there in style with his ideally recognized shot. He's changed the celebration. Earlier it used to be the thigh-fi. Now it is appreciation to the Almighty. A very humble celebration from the national captain, the captain of the ODT as well. He's only growing in stature by the passing day. Jatender Singh, what a knock this is.
That was deserved. 50 by Jatender. Once again, reverse sweep to Muzahir Raza. Well, I think a lot of runs were due from Jatender Singh in the last couple of matches, but finally has come up, break the shackles, got the 50.
We've seen Jatender Singh playing those switch hits to the spinners. Now he's tried it to Muzahir Raza as well. Certainly he was expecting that slower delivery from Muzahir Raza, isn't it?
Brilliantly played. They were talking about it. That was right from the middle of the bat for the maximum. And Umar must be getting confident of playing that beautiful shot. Look at that one. Standing right from the meat of the bat toward the Cow's corner for the maximum.
This is more like it. He's a strong hitter of the cricket ball, and that's where he needs to hold on to his shape. And once he does that, he does have ample amount of power. Mohammad Umar, number 95. Just half a punch it was, wasn't it?
Effortless, effortless. Full force behind it. And I'm sure Jatendra must be little happy that some of the pressure he is having are not taken by Umar, playing that maximum.
No pressure whatsoever when Jatender Singh is in the middle. He's always in control of the situation. With the kind of versatility that he has in his batting. And now it is Mohammad Umar who has brought his power to the middle. Nudges it around for a quick single. Needed a direct hit. Not able to make an impact. And with that, Mohammad Umar does get a single.
Twelve over done, 83 for 3, Oman development.
Mehran Khan comes into the attack. Desperate times, desperate measures. They need a wicket. Doesn't matter how, doesn't matter when. Rather, it actually matters when. They need it now. They actually need it as of yesterday.
Mehran Khan came at the right time where he liked to block the run chase from Jatender Singh's bat. Hops back and gets single.
But it's a great opportunity for somebody like Mohammad Umar in this kind of a game to make a name for himself. You might have shown that sparks in the intermediate division. Looking to heave it hard and not getting the middle of the bat, and he will learn it the hard way that in this circuit you have to be very effective to get runs.
I'm sure he will get experience playing with the seniors. Has come from the intermediate team. So real learning process for those who are coming up. Jumping from intermediate cup stay to the senior side is, of course, a good achievement for him.
At the moment, he's just trying to rush the proceedings, and that's where yes, that 1-6 looked incredible, but you don't want to be a one-hit wonder at this format or at this level. You want to be consistent. That's what is so important. Looking for a big shot. He's a big hitter of the cricket ball. Some vehicle is going to be damaged. I'm almost certain about it. Right in his arc. Mehran Khan is strong for a massive maximum. If there were 12 runs to offer, this would have been 12 runs.
What a powerful it was. What a power. Look at that one coming down the wicket. And over to the long on. Hitting the structure. Oman LNG, and you have parked your car at that side? Oh.
I have made sure that my car is out of sight. If my car was parked that side, by now I would have been rushing downstairs. What an incredible strike. First towards the deep mid-wicket, now straight down the ground, straight as an arrow. Lot of elevation, lot of distance. Certainly looking for those glass pieces on the ball that need to be removed. This is what Jatender Singh is all about. Lovely, glorious drives, the cut shots, his preference. And then when you talk about the switch hits, you'll get ample lot of them in that entire innings. The way he plays all around the ground, the way he controls the thing. Did get to his 50. A very humble celebration. It used to be the glorious thigh five and a lot of noise. And now, as age passes by, things calm down, isn't it? It'll continue forever. That's what I want to say instead. The kind of player that Jatender Singh is, you just want to pay to see kind of a player. Very talented player. Great opportunity for somebody like Mohammad Umar coming in from the intermediate. That does certify that Oman cricket has a good player hunting division in the likes of Sultan Ahmed, Mazhar Salim, Amir Ali. They are very closely watching those performances in the intermediate division as well. 13 overs gone, 94 for the loss of 3. Shahzad generally is a miser. He's been expensive. And look at that power. Unbelievable power generated from the bat of Mohammad Umar. It was Fuller, not very far from the fielder at long off, and still he wasn't able to cut off.
It wasn't a bad delivery, but extraordinary shot. Generated the power high back. Always he makes sure to generate the power by taking the bat high. There's change in the field. There's a long off and there's a wide deep extra cover, very few yards away from that long off fielder.
And now elegance past that fielder at third. I think it is Yashwardhan. I've liked what I've seen of Mohammad Umar, isn't it? What about you?
Very impressive, Pranav. We were just praising him and the finger goes up. Not sure. Was there an inside edge or the ball hit the stump? But he needs to make his way back.
Not really sure what he's waiting for because the what has happened here? What has happened here? Is it the inside edge? Has he been caught behind? I'm not really sure. But everything happened in a flick of a second, and that's where Mohammad Umar has been adjudged out. 30 of 18, 100 for the loss of 4. Oman development team.
What a debut for Umar to remember. He got those runs. It was a quicker delivery. And look at that. High at lift from Umar. It was adjudged as caught behind.
Got an opportunity to check the scorecard, and that's what it mentioned, that he's caught behind. So brilliant keeping behind the stumps from up the rough, to even have that presence of mind to whip the bails off as a precautionary measure. I think that's great keeping.
What a knock we have witnessed, providing that impetus. A quick cameo. ODT are in a strong position, walks in the I know he's Mohammad Nadim Pranav. I was just about to say the captain, but he's not the captain. He was the captain of Royal Oman Stallions in the previous tournament. Just got carried away.
We are so used to calling him captain. Nothing wrong in saying Captain Mohammad Nadim. But then he is partnering the captain. Big appeal, finger goes up. Jatender Singh indicating that bat would have not been involved in it, but it doesn't matter because the finger has gone up, and Jatender Singh, who was looking so good at 53, is going to be walking back to the dugout. All of a sudden, 2 wickets fall in a hurry. 101 for the loss of 4 and serious trouble.
Big movement in this game. Trying to play fine. Straight, the keeper goes up. So this is the finger of Gopakumar. So 2 set batters now back in the hut. Well-deserved 50 for Jatender Singh. Back-to-back 50s in this tournament. But the good news for the bowling side, they have got better of Jatender Singh. 14 gone. 101 for the loss of 5.
Mehran Khan continues to be in the attack. 2 wickets in that over of Shahzad, and all of a sudden, Oman development team 101 for the loss of 5. There is nothing called easy in the game of cricket.
And two teams, we cannot predict the result unless and until it's over. Renaissance Challengers and now IAS Invincibles. The last few weeks we have seen them making a comeback. Out of nowhere, they came back strongly. They have won the games. They have won the title. They have lost the first game of this tournament. Now, still 32 runs needed. They have got better of 2 batters in the previous over. But look at that shot. Delicate touch by Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. 4 runs towards that short third.
Watch out for Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. He's lost a few kilos. All of a sudden, fitter, finer, meaner, leaner, and very effective.
When are we going to lose few kilos?
We need to get out of Oman. The hospitality of Oman.
Especially from this com box.
You need to stay away from me to lose weight. Swinging into the arc of Ramanandi, who is happy to pick up a single.
Thanks to you and to your family, Pranav, for serving us a lovely lunch. We had few puris with potato curry and dessert, as we call kheer. And what else? Rice.
Fried bangan. Rice. Just making sure that everybody who are listening and watching to us, their mouth is watering.
It's a kind of a buffet here in the com box. We have few plum cakes, then we have peanuts, as well as at last the tea has arrived in the com box. But now let us focus on the game. 108 for the loss of 5. Ramanandi and Nadim, left hand right hand combination. If somehow they manage to get rid of these 2 batters in the next 1 over or few overs, they might be the favourites, IAS Invincibles.
Sliding down the leg. So often he does that. Mehran Khan, free 5 runs. Nothing much that the wicketkeeper can do about it. A big smile on the face of the batters, because all that pressure that was piling on has been taken away. Courtesy Mehran Khan.
Poor. They have got couple of wickets. This was the time to stop the flow of runs, and blaming the wicket keeper is Mehran Khan. It was never easy for the wicket keepers. Was going quickly towards the leg side. So plenty of runs in this over.
If you ask Mehran Khan, the only person who would stop those 5s down the leg was a man who used to play with him in Enhance.
Contributed behind the stumps. Now doing a lot of contribution in the com box by providing delicious food is Pranav Mehta. Yes, we have heard a lot about you, Pranav. We'll have this lovely conversation going into the next over. 15 gone, 114 for the loss of 5.
Mohammad Imran comes into the attack. 3 overs, 16 runs and a wicket. 20 of 30 required. They need wickets, more of wickets, couple of wickets specifically. The wicket of Mohammad Nadim and Jatender Kumar Ramanandi. And then if they can get the wicket of Hasnain Ali Shah, that'll be the cherry on top of the cake.
With soft hands. So it's a very good opportunity for team like ODT, not only to win this game, but if they could have done it in few overs, that would have boosted their net run rate. Because the next game, the all important game, two teams unbeaten. They have won their first game of this tournament. Yalla Shabab Giants up against Majlis Titans under the lights here at Oman Cricket Academy.
Mohammad Imran in search for a wicket. Played respectfully, needs a direct hit, won't get it, and hence an easy single. This will do. Mohammad Nadim is never going to be panicking in a situation like this where the current required run rate is just below 5.
He did not got plenty of runs in the last tournament, and he would love to stay till the end, get those remaining runs, get those 2 valuable points for his team. But making comeback in this side is Mohammad Imran, bowling his final over, searching for a wicket.
Too full at the moment, too full for my liking. Mohammad Imran, if he's going full, can he go right in the block hole? Can he bowl a bouncer? These are the type of questions that needs to be answered by Mohammad Imran.
He needs to change his angle. If he wants to bowl that Yorker, it's not easy. From over the wicket to a left-hand batter. Change of pace, beautifully bowled. What a comeback by champion bowler.
He's keeping things tight, no two thoughts about it, but he needs to pick up a couple of wickets. He just has a couple of deliveries left in his spell. Can he make an impact? He needs this wicket of Jatender Kumar Ramanandi to start off with. How can he do that? What do you think is a good delivery?
If he can bowl a bouncer now, that might surprise Jiten. There's no deep mid wicket, so he might go after the bowler. That is where you can get rid of Jiten. Full toss. Just for a single. Oh no, he's coming back for the second. One bounce straight into the hands of wicketkeeper, but lightning quick is Jatender Kumar Ramanandi. Slow off the block was the fielder in the deep.
Extremely ordinary at the moment is Mohammad Imran. You need to have a plan to pick up a wicket, and that plan has been missing at the moment. Especially with that fine leg coming inside the circle. Short ball is almost out of the equation. But he's heard you. He's changed the angle at the least. At the least, that's what he's done. Expectations of being fierce, slides down the leg, makes the situation even more worse for IAS Invincibles. Leaks a boundary on the legs. Mediocre stuff to wind his spell up. Mohammad Imran, 24 runs and a wicket in his 4 overs. 122 for the loss of 5. And this was the latest boundary. All that Jatender Kumar Ramanandi had to do is just flick it off his pads and take a boundary. 122 for the loss of 5 at the end of 16. Pasendu Madhwa, 21 runs and a wicket in his 3 overs. Gets some decent turn of the deck. We haven't seen that happen earlier today.
He's an intelligent, smart, left-arm orthodox.
Arm ball, sliding down the leg. Mohammad Nadim very cautious, just 12 required. Doesn't want to take any risk whatsoever.
We know he's a master when it comes to taking those singles, but now just 12 needed. I think he needs to go for that big shot. We haven't seen success from the blade of Nadim in the recent times. Yesterday he spent almost 1 to 2 hours in the nets here at Oman Cricket Academy. Practice those big shots. So now with just few runs needed, I think he has that luxury to play those kind of big shots.
I think it is Jitin Kumar Ramanandi who will be looking to go after Pasendu. Pasendu, big shot on the leg side, just a single to deep mid wicket. Proceedings moving very slowly at the moment. Taking his time, Pasendu Madhwa trying to slow the proceedings, and poor fielding will result in just a single. No urgency from both the sides. They just want to get over the line.
A final ball of his spell, very economical, but just 1 wicket to his name. Uses his feet and drop. But the fielder, was it Nanda or Singh? So Pasendu will complete his quota of 4, going for 25 for the loss. The score is 126 for the loss of 5.
Eight required of 18. As Muzahir Raza looks to bowl his final over. The required run rate below 3. Mere formalities with 5 wickets in hand, but Muzahir Raza is a wicket taker. You never know. Game of cricket is never done till it's done. Looking to sweep it, gets the bottom edge. So often that edge could have gone onto the stumps.
They have lost the first game ODT against Majlis Titans in a dramatic fashion with 7 needed of last 6. With Jitin Kumar Ramanandi on strike, they went on to lose that game by 3 runs. So still 8 needed. Go straight, in the air, chance, and taken. This time no mistake, he was put down in the previous over. Shahzad Rahim comes to the rescue. Raza strikes for the second time.
Would have been the slower delivery bowled by Muzahir Raza into the arc of the left-hander. It gets a lot of height, not a lot of distance, as Shahzad holds on to a good catch at long off. 6 wickets down for 126. It's still not done yet here at the Oman Cricket Academy.
Some prediction going on in the com box. He's already got a wicket. Hat-trick, says my fellow commentator.
That's the only way this game gets interesting.
Trying to make more interesting is Pranav. On the Pat's loud appeal. Going towards the leg side. So two teams against each other. The next game. So far unbeaten. 2 games, 2 wins for Majis and for Yalla Shabab. And your prediction, Pranav? Yalla Shabab Giants versus Majis Titans.
I have loved what I've seen from Majis Titans, to be honest. When you're talking about the batting of Amir Kaleem right at the top, yes, Abhinav has been out of form, but then Wasim Ali comes in very strong. They've got the likes of Vinayak Shukla. And then when you talk about their bowling, it's special. The likes of Hemal Tandale, Jan Shafiq, all bending their backs hard. The left arm pacer Abidullah has also come in the mix of things. They're a side to watch out for.
And for me, they are up against Zikriya Islam. He has been in blistering form with the bat, back-to-back 50s, Zikriya Islam in this tournament. A high-octane contest under the lights after this game. A direct hit. They are going for a second run. Coming back is Siddharth Bukapatnam.
Needed a quick single, and that's what they went for. Direct hit was required, direct hit was impacted. But Mohammad Nadim, with his technique, just spot on. If you ask me, it's not Zakaria Islam that I would say they're up against PC. He's the person who makes a big difference in that dugout. The way he balances the equation, I think that's what is special.
Well said, Pranav. An experienced coach guiding these youngsters. Bukapatnam drives in the air. They're a young side when we talk about Yalla Shabab Giants, and PC is really working hard with these boys, trying to instill that confidence in them. Still 3 runs needed for OD2 to register their first win. 18 gone, 131 for the loss of 6.
First visuals of Preet Nanda with the ball in hand. 3 runs required of 12 deliveries. I think he's an off spinner. Played too long on for a single.
Siddharth Bukapatnam got few hundreds He's playing days for Andhra side for under 23. Then he was called up for senior side, played few Ranji games way back in 2016 and 2017. And all of a sudden he made up his mind to move out of India and he landed here in Oman.
Mere formalities that are going to be completed with the shot. And some poor fielding will allow the ball to scamper to the boundary. 134 is what they needed. 137 is what they will get. They'll finish the game with 9 deliveries to spare and 4 wickets in hand. It's been a convincing outing for the ODT that have won this game by 4 wickets. It was a half tracker, and somebody with that kind of a quality is never going to be missing out on. A little bit of a tired effort from Imran as well.
So at last they have tasted a win in this tournament. Oman development team, they got better of IAS Invincibles. Back-to-back losses for IAS Invincibles. When the chase started, it was all about Jatender Singh, 53 of 42. Back-to-back 15th in this tournament. But in that middle order, there's a new name shining. Mohammad Umar made his debut and got those quick 30 in 18 deliveries. Jiten Kumar Ramanandi remained unbeaten. In fact, he got 15. Bukapatnam and Nadim remained unbeaten on 837. They managed in 18.3 overs. Pick of the bowler was Muzahir Raza, 4 overs, going for just 24, couple of wickets to his name. Rahim Shehzad got 2 wickets in his kitty, gone for 32, a wicket apiece for Imran and Pasindu Madhava. 9 extras leaked by the bowling unit. It has been a tough outing for IAS Invincibles in this game, and let's see how this match panned out. Winning the toss, and Jatender Singh invited the opposition to bat first. They did got off to a very good start. Mehran Khan took his own time for 25 of 24. Then Raza and Singh contributing in the middle order and the lower order took them to 133. Pick of the bowlers, Yashash GL, Nadim and Ramanandi. And Singh yet again among the runs for Oman development side. Umar got 30 and ODT winning this game by 4 wickets in hand. So I hope you have enjoyed this live action of game number 5 on day 3. But the action will continue under the lights. It's Yala Shabab Giants. They'll be taking on Majlis Titans. So stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way.